Morning everybody. Today we've got a busy day. I'm going to ride 3 bikes on the same route, or hopefully 3 bikes, definitely at least 2. All of them are 650B. I'm trying to get all the bike review filming and testing in before the snow and even more rain comes, so it's gonna be tight. And the first bike up to bat is the Kona Rove NRB DL, a bike I've been trying to get for a while. Hopefully it was worth the wait. It definitely looks good, so let's go. So it's sports ball season here. Lots of people lining up for the game. I think it's the football sports ball. A little bit about this route. This is our local kind of short gravel loop. Got a pretty good representation of different types of roads. So some very small pavement, and then a paved climb, rocky dirt climb, and then kind of a rocky, dirty descent. For such a kind of short loop, really gives me a good sense of the bike and how different bikes will handle the similar terrain. A couple of quick impressions so far of the Kona, just on this flat part. It's not as jumpy as the Otso or the Midnight Special, but I think it does have a little bit more pep than the Sequoia. It's pretty reminiscent of how I remember version 3 Warbird. So I think on the second bike test, Laura's gonna hop on this one and we'll see what she thinks. Right now she's on the version 3 Warbird, so it'd be a good back-to-back comparison. So we're about to start the paved climb. How's the hoodie working out for you?
It's good. It is surprisingly warm, which is crazy because I'm a person who is always cold. So I'm gonna be hot going up this climb, which is kind of a nice change.
We got lucky with a beautiful fallish day today.
I think it might be our last one.
Yeah. You have to ride all the bikes today. So this is the dirty part of the climb. I don't think I usually show you guys this part because it's just a lot of heavy breathing. But it's beautiful. Good test for the grip on tires. Parts get into around, I think, 14%. Nice little section to test how a bike climbs off-road. Right, so wrapping up the climb, some pretty awesome views from up here. And now to test the Kona on the descent. Yeah, we'll do. You too. Alright, so I think this is all I'm gonna film from this bike. So I'm just gonna go home. We're gonna go home, make some coffee, switch bikes, and come back up this loop. Round 2 of our bike testing. We've swapped bikes. I'm now on the Aventon with a 650B conversion and some really nice 650B wheels from Irwin Cycling. And Laura is on the Kona Rove, which I was just riding. So this is actually your first ride on a Well, not your first. You've ridden the breadwinner with 650B.
Exactly.
But not with these Horizon tires.
That is true. Somebody keeps telling me that because I'm so tall, I don't need 650B.
Everyone needs 650B. To me, it feels kind of like the version 3 Warbird, which she was just on.
Yeah.
So we'll see if you agree or disagree at the end of this test ride. We're gonna do the same loop, see if there are any differences, see what Laura thinks of the Kona. I know a lot of you guys are curious about the Aventon, and you know, for 600 bucks, it's okay bike. I do have to say that the stock wheels, not my favorite. First ride, they're pinging, everything was I just felt like the wheels were gonna explode. So very quickly changed them to 650B. But look out for this review. It'll come out in maybe 1 or 2 weeks. So subscribe to the channel so you guys know when. What do you think of the Kona so far?
I like it. It fits me really nicely, actually. I think that your description of it being almost like a version 3 Warbird is pretty spot on. Has similar handling, similar quickness, but the biggest difference is the tires. I think there's something to this 650B thing.
Would you say they feel suppler?
They do feel suppler.
So for me, the Aventon feels like a completely different bike. It's dropped some pounds, it accelerates more quickly, but also it is like definitely a smoother ride. I think the other wheels and the tires they're pretty harsh, and now it's all like nice and chill. Alright, so we're at the top again over there. So what do you think of the bike?
Oh, it's been fun. I think I'm officially a 650B convert.
Supple life. Let's go downhill. I'll be curious to see how the Aventon ride. I think 650B works really well for this bike. In 700, it's a little on the twitchy side, but when you swap it over, it kind of takes the edge off a bit, makes the front end steering a little bit more predictable. Okay, let's go down. So what do you think?
It's a really nice bike.
Yeah.
Actually.
So yeah. you descended this earlier with the Warbird, like any difference?
Yeah. Well, to me, this feels like a really grounded road bike. So I feel like it's got a lot in common with the Warbird, but it just feels so much more solid and comfortable because of these tires. More comfortable descender on this rocky stuff.
It's because of the supple tires.
It is. I think it's all the tires. They really do make that much of a difference.
All right, well, we're gonna wrap up this ride, and then yeah, we'll see you guys at home.
They turn our homes into ashes. We fled out the back door. We ran towards the city lights. Oh, the city lights.
We're back home. Pretty eye-opening to ride the same route with different bikes, don't you think?
Yes.
So
especially for mere mortals like me who are not professional bike testers.
Yeah, you have to have a refined palate.
Bike is super fun. Tires are amazing. There's definitely something to the 650B thing.
Same thing for me. Aventon with the stock 700C wheels and tires. I'm not gonna use the word death trap, but not my favorite. But even if you just change the wheels to 650B, they don't have to be fancy carbon ones like these. I think it'll improve the ride like noticeably. So that's it. We're gonna review these bikes: the Kona, the Aventon, the Specialized, Otso. Lots of interesting bikes. So hit that subscribe button, and until next time, keep the supple side down.